رحب. أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين. اللهم وفقنا وسائر المشتغلين للعلم والعمل الصالح بحق محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم والعن عدوهم. Imam Sadiq alayhi salam said, anger is the key to all evils. Anger is the key to all evils. قال الإمام الصادق عليه السلام: الغضب مفتاح كل شر. الغضب مفتاح كل شر أو مفتاح كل شر. With Islamic laws, we reach to issue number 24. And the topic is undercore water. Now we are going to deal with the undercore water, the rules, the ahkam of the undercore waters. How, for example, how we can make a mutanajjis thing tahir with undercore water. We've taken the running water, we've taken also, the core water, and now we are dealing with the undercore water. Undercore water, issue number 24, means water which does not spring forth from the earth. This is number one, and its quantity is less than a core. So it has two conditions. It has two conditions. Condition number one, it does not have what? It does not gush forth from the earth. That means it does not have a source. It does not have a source. Number one. Number two, its amount is less than a core. Its amount is less than a core. So if I give you what or define undercore water, you should tell me it does not have a source, or it does not gush out or forth from the earth, and its quantity is less than a core. 25, issue number 25. You have a question? You have a question? Any question? Issue number 25. If undercore water is powered on something which is mutanajjis, undercore water is powered on something which is mutanajjis, or if a mutanajjis thing contacts it. Imagine that here this is a container which it has less than a core water. It has less than a core water. If this container of water, which is less than a core water, it contacts with what? It contacts with najasa. It contacts with najasa. And this najasa may be a drop of blood, a drop of urine, a semen, maybe it contacts a dog, a kafir, any najasa, any kind of essential najasa. Since it is less than a core, it will become mutanajjis. It will become mutanajjis. Nevertheless, whether all the attributes has been changed due to najasa or not. What does that mean? If this container and there is a drop of blood falls in it, this drop would not change the color of this container, isn't it? Why? Because it is very small. It is a tiny essential najasa, and this container, or the water which is in this container, it is less than a core. Not or none of all its attributes like color, taste, or the smell of the water will be changed, even though this water will become mutanajjis. This water will become متنجس. Do you understand this? Any question? All right. What does that mean? This means that with this mutanajjis water, I cannot use it to remove najasa. I cannot use it to make wudu. I cannot use it to make what? Obligatory ghusl. For all cases in such situation. Yep. So, if undercool water is powered on something which is mutanajjis, or if a mutanajjis thing contacts it, it becomes mutanajjis. But if such water is powered with force, alaykum salam. We have another case, another image. What is this image? Imagine this is undercool water, a container which it has undercool water, and there is najasa on the wall right here. What I did, oh, leave this. I have another example. If there is what? A kafir. And you know kafir is essential najasa. The kafir himself is essential najasa. Now, I bring undercool water, qalil water, for example, in a utensil, and then I powered water from this utensil to the hand of the kafir. What do we have? We have the water in the utensil, and the water right here which goes out from the utensil, and we have the water which contacts the hand of the kafir, of the infidel person. You understand this? You imagine this or not? You can imagine it or not? You cannot imagine it? Okay, another example. Let's say there is a najasa right here, over here on the wall. All right? And this container, it has water. What I did, I bring a water pump, water pump. I put it right here, takes water from undercool water, and I powered water where? To the najasa. واضحة هذه الصورة اللي هسه أقول لكم إياها، إنه أنا عندي هذه فت حافظة، فت خزان مي أقل من الكور، وحطيت بها ماطور، والماطور بدأ يسحب من عندها مي، يحول ليها وين؟ يحول ليها على النجاسة اللي موجودة هنا على الحائط. هذا undercool water، والآن لامس النجاسة. This is undercool water, and it contacts najasa over there. Is the water in the container mutanajjis now? No, it is not. Why? Because I powered water. What does that mean? It means that I took water from here to this point, to this mutanajjis point, and this water will never get back to the container. So only the water which contacts najasa is mutanajjis, while the rest of the water right here and the water in the container is still tahir. You understand this? It is the same when we have the ibriq, when we use it to wash our outlets. It is the same. The water inside the ibriq, inside the utensil, is still tahir since it is powered. You understand what does it mean? It is powered, that the water comes from the utensil with power outside to the najasa. Have you got it? You want me to explain it in Arabic, or it's clear? Yeah. It's clear? Good. You have the mic, please. If you want to ask or something, just ask me, please. Yes, who has a mic? Undercore water is powered, if undercore water is powered on something which is mutanajjis, or if a mutanajjis thing contacts it, or if a mutanajjis thing contacts it, it becomes mutanajjis. Why? Because it is qaleel, it is undercore water. Even, as I said, even if the attributes of the water is still as the same, but since it is undercore water, it will be affected with najasa. But if such water is powered with force on a mutanajjis object, only that part which contacts it will be what? Mutanajjis. And the water which has not reached the mutanajjis object will be tahir. I have on Telegram a canal or a channel on Telegram. You can go over it. You will find what diagrams, pictures, and explanation. They are good. I think Dr. Fatima, she made this before, maybe 5-6 years back. Allah yantiha as-sahha wal afiyah. Okay, issue number 26. Undercore water which is powered over a mutanajjis object to remove the essential najasa will be mutanajjis, as it flows after the contact. Let me explain this. All of us, when we enter to the latrine, to the WC, after we finish, we wash what? We wash the outlets, either the urine outlets or the feces outlets. We wash it with water. This water which I use it to wash the outlets, the water which comes outside, is what? Is mutanajjis. This water is mutanajjis. Why it is mutanajjis? Why it is mutanajjis? Can anybody tell me why it is mutanajjis? Undercore water, number one, and number two? Very good, excellent. And it is contacts the najasa. It contacts the najasa. These two conditions. So undercore water which is powered over a mutanajjis object to remove the essential najasa will be mutanajjis as it flows after the contact. After the contact. What we call it in Arabic ماء الغسالة. بالعربي نسميه ماء الغسالة. This ماء الغسالة, the water which we use to wash what? To wash the or to remove the essential najasa, either in the outlets, maybe with a carpet to remove the najasa. Also, this is what we call it ماء الغسالة. This ماء الغسالة, since it is qaleel and it contacts najasa, it becomes what? It becomes mutanajjis. Similarly, the undercore water which is powered over a mutanajjis thing, the undercore water which is powered over a mutanajjis thing, to wash it after the essential najasa has been removed, will be mutanajjis as an obligatory precaution. Number one, if we have najasa, for example, I have najasa on my garment, on my abaya. Now I need to wash it first. There is essential najasa right here. Maybe urine, maybe feces, maybe blood. It is over right here. So I need the first wash to remove what? To remove the essential najasa. The first wash to remove the essential najasa. You know what's the meaning of essential najasa? عين النجاسة. عين النجاسة. تمام? So the first wash is to remove the essential najasa. This water which flows from it is what? Is mutanajjis. Why? Because it has it contacts the essential najasa, and it is what? It is qaleel, undercore water. Number one. Now the second wash. the undercore water which is poured over a mutanajjis thing to wash it after the essential najasa has been removed. Now the second wash, I want to make, now the first wash I removed what? The essential najasa. The second wash is for what? To make my garment tahir, to make my abaya tahir, because it is still mutanajjis. Now the water which I wash my garment for being tahir, for being tahir, in order to be tahir, is this water mutanajjis or tahir? This water will be mutanajjis as an obligatory precaution, according to Sayyid Sistani, as an obligatory precaution. What does it mean, obligatory precaution? What does it mean? What should I do? Yes. Go ahead, yes. Which mujtahid? Which mujtahid? Which other mujtahid? Yes. Yes. She said the most knowledgeable, but she added something not in here. She said in this matter. The most knowledgeable mujtahid, but he has a verdict, he has a fatwa in this matter. He has a fatwa in this matter. You mean it, but you didn't say it. You mean it, I know you mean it, but you didn't say it. Issue number 26. Undercore water which is poured over a mutanajjis object to remove the essential najasa will be mutanajjis as it flows after the contact. Yeah. Here we have undercore water which is poured over a mutanajjis object to remove the essential najasa will be mutanajjis as it flows after the contact. Similarly, the undercore water which is poured over a mutanajjis thing to wash it after the essential najasa has been removed will be mutanajjis as an obligatory precaution. Issue number 27. The water with which the outlets of urine and stool are washed does not make anything mutanajjis, subject to the following conditions. What does this mean? This means this ma' al-ghusala, not the water which remove the najasa, not the water which remove the essential najasa, but the water which make the mutanajjis thing tahir. This water, it is tahir, it is definitely, according to Sayyid Sistani, it is what? It is mutanajjis. But does it make anything else najis or not? بحكيكم اياها بالعربي افتهموها من عندي الزين، واللي تلحق تكتب واذا ما تسمعوا الملاحظات. احنا عندنا ماءين، الماء الاول ازلنا به النجاسه، عين النجاسه، هذا متنجس ونجس، انتهينا من عنده. الماء الثاني طبعا هذا بالاندركور ووتر، هذا ماء الابريق اللي نستخدمه. second water which make the mutanajjis thing tahir, is this water after it comes, it flows out, this water is mutanajjis according to Sayyid Sistani as an obligatory precaution. It is mutanajjis according to Sayyid Sistani as an obligatory precaution. This water is mutanajjis. All right, since it is mutanajjis, it will make the other things najis if it contacts it or not. هل هذا الماء المتنجس اللي احنا سميناه ماء الغسال بعد إزالة عين النجاسة، هذا الماء الثاني اللي يطهر المكان، هل انه هذا الماء طبعا حكمنا عليه بانه شنو؟ متنجس، انتهينا. ولكن هل ينجس؟ شوفوا السؤال، سؤال دقيق جدا. ولكن هل ينجس؟ هو متنجس، هل ينجس؟ كلامنا فقط وفقط بماء الغسالة، ركزوا علي. Our topic is the water which flows after making the متنجس place طاهر. This water as a حكم, it is what? It is متنجس. Now it makes another things or other things if it contacts them najis or not. Sayyid Sistani, he said, it will make other things najis only in these cases, 5 cases. Otherwise, it will not make it mutanajjis. Otherwise, it will not make another things mutanajjis. Look at this. Number one, if this water, it has the essential najasa itself. If this water, it has the essential najasa itself. It is what? It is najis wa munajjis. It is najis wa munajjis. If this water, it has the attributes of the najasa. If this water, it has the attributes of the najasa itself, like the smell, taste, color, it is what? It is najis wa munajjis. It is najis wa munajjis. That means it itself, it is najis, and if it contacts another thing, will be what? Will be mutanajjis. Number 2. Number 3, if this water contacts najasa from outside, if this water has contact najasa from outside, it will be najis and munajjis. It will be najis and mutanajjis. How it contacts the najasa? If you remember, when we are in latrine, sometimes the drop of water, when it falls in this pipe, big pipe where the feces, the urine goes in, some drops comes up. Some of this water from inside, this water is najis, definitely. It comes up. This number 1. This is one picture. Another picture, sometimes maybe my finger has been cut. My finger has been, I don't know, has been cut, and it is bleeding. It is bleeding. So this blood is contacting what? It's contacting what? It's contacting the water. So this water becomes what? Najis wa munajjis. It is already najis, but it becomes munajjis in addition. It becomes munajjis. Number 3, maybe this water, it has what? It has najasa from inside. It contacts najasa from inside, just like what we call the nasur or شو اسمه اي شو نسميها؟ اريد الميديكال idiom for this. Hemorrhoid. This has what? Has a blood, comes with outside. So if this blood, this is from inside najasa, if this blood contacts with water, this water will become munajjis. Not only najis, definitely will become mutanajjis, and it's already mutanajjis, and will become munajjis, will make other things najis. I think number 5, more than usual. Number 5, You know, when the feces comes out, or the expression comes out of the rectum, you know the rectum? Mustaqim. When it comes out of the rectum, it takes the shape of the rectum. It takes the shape of the rectum. This is the normal thing. This is the normal thing. Sometimes a person has a diarrhea. Sometimes a person has a diarrhea. So the feces comes with explosive. With explosive. It doesn't take what? It doesn't take one shape, goes out. If this feces comes and it's spread outside, and water touch this najasa outside, this water will becomes najis and mutanajjis. Najis and mutanajjis. Otherwise, what does it mean otherwise? Excuse me. Without these five conditions or something like that, the water is najis, but it is not munajjis. What does it mean? It means if it contacts the other part of your body, you do not need to wash it out. You do not need it. You do not need to wash it out. You understand what I'm saying? أرحكيها بالعربي. هذا ماء الغسالة. ماء الغسالة هذا. هسه لغسل مخرج الغائط أو البول عز الله السامع. هذا إذا هو طبعا نجس، يعني هو مو إزالة عين النجاسة. إزالة عين النجاسة بذاك الماء غسل، لا نريد ذاك نجس. نريد الماء اللي بعد إزالة عين النجاسة، اللي هو غسل موضع النجاسة. غسل موضع، تطهير موضع النجاسة، بالأصح تطهير موضع النجاسة. هذا الماء النازل شو تقول سيدنا السيستاني؟ يقول هذا نجس. طيب سيدنا نجس، الآن هذا مثلا إيدي يصير بإيدي، يصير على الثايز مالتي، ها على البارتس الأذر بارتس أوف ماي بودي، maybe my legs. يقول إذا ما بي وحدة من هذين اللي راح أعطيك إياها الخمسة مو نجس، مو منجس، خلي ما عندك مشكلة، مو منجس. يعني إذا ما بي نجاسة داخلية، إذا ما بي نجاسة خارجية، إذا ما بي عين الغائط أو عين البول هذا، أو الرائحة أو اللون أو الطعم مال النجاسة، هذني كلهن ما بي، هذا غير منجس. يعني ممكن إذا وقع على بقية ملابسي، excuse me، إذا وقع على بقية ملابسي أو وقع على جسمي ما أحتاج أطهره. واضح؟ الشكاكات بيت شنو هواي. You understand this? You have a question? It's very important. Do you have a question? No question. Good. Now we came to the other type or the other kind of water, that's running water. What do we mean by running water? Running water is the water which first it has a source from the earth and it flows. It flows. So two things. It goes out from the earth, number one. Number two, it flows. Whether it is core, less than a core, more, this is what we call it. We call it running water. الماء الجاري. كيف أعرف الماء الجاري؟ هو من له مصدر أي ينبع من الأرض ويجري فيه جريان. أما له مصدر ولا يجري هذا ما اعتبره running water. واضح؟ أو يجري وما إلى مصدر هم ما اعتبره running water. اثنين ذلك الشرطين لازم بيه. Issue number 28. Running water is that water which springs forth from the earth and then flows like the water of a spring or a canal. Like a spring or a canal. هذا definition. This is the definition of running water. The flowing or running water even if it is less than a core, it does not become mutanajjis. Why we mentioned some at the beginning, even if this running water, it is less than a core, we call it a running water, because even if it contact najasa, it will not become affected by najasa. It will not become affected by najasa unless the three attributes or one of its attributes, it is acquired from where? From the najasa, from the essential najasa. You understand what I'm saying? Who does not? All right. That even if it is less than a core, the running water does not become mutanajjis upon contact with any najasa unless its smell, its color, or taste changes due to that najasa. Is this understood, my daughters? Babati, is this understood? Who does not? Who does not? All right. Issue number 29. If najasa reaches the running water, najasa contacts the running water, only that part of the water will be mutanajjis, whose smell, color, change. Yes. What do we have here? We have running water of a spring. Let's see here. There is a spring. It goes out from this and it flows from this side. Now, there is a najasa contact to this part. There is a najasa contact to this part. Whether this running water is lesser than a core, more or less, I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Since this water is contacts najasa, this running water will not become mutanajjis. Will not become mutanajjis even if it is less than a core. It wouldn't become mutanajjis. Why? Because it is a running water. It is not less than a core water. Muma qalil. It is a running water. Number one. Now, how about if part of this running water acquires, part or all of it, if all of it acquires one of the attributes of the najasa, or all the three attributes of water, smell, taste, color of the najasa, it has been acquired from the najasa, the entire water will be what? Will be mutanajjis. Now, let's say this running water is less than a core. This running water is less than a core, but it goes out from it falls from the earth, springs forth from the earth, and it flows. But it is less than a core, and it contacts najasa. It contacts najasa. If this water is qaleel, the entire water will be what? Mutanajjis. But this is not qaleel water. This is running water. Yes, it is less than a core, but it is what? It is running water. Only the adjacent water, only the water which contacts najasa, and it has one of the attributes of the najasa, will be mutanajjis, while the rest water, the entire water, will be what? Will be tahir. Is this understood? Is this understood, my daughters? Good. Similarly, the same hukum, the water on the other side of the canal will be tahir if it is equal to a qur, or if it is connected with the water near the spring through unchanged water. If not, it would be mutanajjis. Let me read this issue from the beginning. If a najasa reached the running water, only that part of the water will be mutanajjis, whose smell, color, or taste change on account of it. And that at that end which is connected with the spring will be tahir, as I explained, even if it may be less than a qur. Similarly, the same hukum, the water on the other side of the canal. Let's say the najasa right here, and on the other side there is what? There is water right here, which is from the same canal, or the same canal. Will be tahir if it is equal to qur. If it is equal to qur, will be tahir. Or if it connects with the water near spring. Imagine this canal, and this is najas, essential, just like corpse, carcass, a dog, a kafir. It is right here, and it contacts what? It contacts this running water. Now, if this running water does not acquire any of the najasa attributes, it is tahir. If it acquires, number one, if it does not acquire. Number two, if it acquires one of and change one of the three attributes, smell, taste, color of the water, due to the color, smell, or taste of the najasa, it will become mutanajjis. You understand up to here? Is this clear? Is it clear, Baba? Good. Now the other side of the canal, if there is qur water, let's say there is a qur water here. This qur water, it has two pictures. This qur water, it has two pictures. Picture number one, it contacts what? A stream. A stream from what? From the running water. This qur water wouldn't become mutanajjis. This water wouldn't become mutanajjis. Why? Because it is qur, and none of the three attributes is what? None of the three attributes is changed due to the najasa. Is this understood? But if it is connected not with a stream, maybe just a little water which comes from the spring, and it is affected with what? With the attributes of the essential najasa. This qur water will become what? Will become mutanajjis. This is what we are talking about. Or if it is connected with water near the spring through unchanged water. If not, as I told you, if it is not connected, then it would be mutanajjis. Issue number 30. A spring which does not run or flow. A spring which does not. Let me remind you. Have you ever visited Masjid Buratha in عطيفية في بغداد؟ مسجد براثة مسجد عظيم. There is a rock for Ameer al-Mu'mineen, and this rock is just like this, stands still from the ground, okay? And there is a small, well, it's not a hole, but a small curve like this on the top of it. There is water comes up from the rock. If you took this water, there is a new water will be replaced from this rock. You weren't there before? Oh, it's bad luck. You were there? Good. Good. This water which comes from the rock, I cannot consider it as what? As a running water. As a running water. Why? Yes, it goes out from the earth, but it does not flow. It does not flow. You understand that؟ ما تجري. أنا أريد جريان. أنا أريد جريان. تخرج من الأرض صحيح، لكن ما بيها جريان، مكانها ثابت. هذا اللي بدنا نحكي عليه. A spring which does not run or flow, but replaces water every time water is drawn from it, will not be treated as a running water. هذا ما راح اسميه ماء جاري، ماء عامل. يعني شنو؟ يعني if it contacts نجاسة and it is less than a core, will be متنجس even if the three attributes is not changed. You understand this? And if it is more than a core, I will deal with it as what? As more than a core or core. Will not be treated as a running water. That means if najasa reaches it, and if it is less than a core, it will become mutanajjis. Issue number 31. Please, if you have a question, take the mic and talk. Issue number 31. If water at the bank of a canal is stationary, if water at the bank of a canal, you know what does it mean, the bank of the canal? It is جرف النهر, you know? If water at the bank of a canal is stationary, you know what does it mean, stationary? Not moved, not changed, stationary. المي راكد. But is connected with running water. But this stationary water is connected with running water. It will not be considered as running water. This water, we cannot call it as a running water. Why? Because it is stationary. What we need from running water, that water flows, moves, changes. You understand this? Is this understood, Baba? Okay. I think that's enough for today. والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين.